Good morning, students. Open your English First Flight book. Today we will read our second poem of our First Flight book. The name of our poem is Fire and Ice. So, students, this is a symbolic poem. Fire and ice symbolizes two opposite things. This poem is inspired by Dante's Inferno. This is a book in which it is told that the sinners who does wrong things lives in the fire like hell, and they are submerged in a lake of ice. So these two things symbolizes fire. Fire symbolizes desires, your wants, and ice symbolizes hate. So here poet says that there are two ways to end the world, fire and ice. So here we will discuss the difficult word meanings, explanation of our poem and the literary devices used. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction of ice is also great and would suffice. First of all, the difficult word meanings. Perish. Perish means to die or to end. Suffice. Suffice means to be sufficient, to be enough. बहुत होना. Now let's start reading our poem. So here the poet says, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. This means people say this. So this is not the opinion of the poet. He is giving us the opinion of other people. He says that some people says that the world will come to an end in fire or desires, and some says due to ice or hate. What does this mean? This means that some people have so much desires or wants that they fight to fulfill them, and that causes destruction. Some people hate each other. That's why they fight with each other. This again leads to destruction. Then the poet says that from what I have tasted of desire. Now he is sharing his own experiences, that he says that I hold with those who favor fire. Now here the poet is saying that what I felt or experienced about desire is I will favor those people who says that the world will end due to fire. So the poet wants to say that our wants or desires are more stronger driving factor. It motivates us. It motivates us much more to perform various destructive actions. Then he says that, but if it had to perish twice, but if it had to perish twice, perish means to be means to come to an end. But if the world had to end twice, then how can it come to an end? Then the poet says that I think I know enough of hate. The poet is saying, I knew everything about hate also. Ice means hatred. Here ice means by hatred. To say that for destruction ice, this world will come to an end due to hate also. Now here the poet is saying to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. He means that if something has to finish, has to destroy, then it could be done through ice or hate also. So here ice is also a great destruction. ice will be enough for destruction of the world. So basically in this poem, what the poet says, first of all, the opinion of people. He says that some people are of the opinion that the world will end due to fire or desires, and some people say that it will end due to hatred. And then he says that my opinion is that the world will end due to desire and it will end with fire. Then further the poet is saying that if the world had to perish or come to an end twice, then on second time it will be destroyed by the hatred which is occurred due to the ice. Because to destroy the world, ice is also a great destruction tool, and it is sufficient or enough to put the world to come to an end. So this is the poem. This is a very short poem and very symbolic. Fire and ice have been used to symbolize desire and hatred. So now we have discussed the poem and we will see the literary devices used in this poem. First of all, the rhyming scheme. Here in this poem, there are 9 lines. So, the rhyming scheme is divided into sets of 3. Rhyming scheme here is ABA, ABC and BCB. Let us see the words which are rhyming here. Fire, desire and fire. These 3 words are rhyming. We call them A. Then ice, twice, ice and suffice. And here are suffixes. Suffixes are ice. So these 4 are rhyming. We call them B. We call them B. And then hate and great are rhyming. We call them C. So our rhyming scheme is ABA, ABC and CBCB. Now literary device used here is anaphora, the repetition of a word at the start of 2 or more consecutive lines. As here, line 1 and line 2 begin with some say. This is anaphora, the repetition of a word at the start of 2 or more consecutive lines. The next device is enjambment. The same sentence is continuing in all the lines. Here it is in the 7th, 8th and 9th line. To say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. This is the same sentence which is continuing in 3 lines. Here there is not any punctuation marks. This is continuing in all the 3 lines. This is enjambment. Now another device used in this poem is alliteration. Now what is alliteration? Alliteration is the repetition of a consonant sound at the beginning of 2 or more consecutive or closely connected words. Now here some say and some say. Both the words are starting from S sound. So this is alliteration. Then there is assonance also. Assonance means if one same vowel sound is repeating in closely connected words, whether in beginning or at the end or at the middle of a line or a sentence. That is, this is an assonance. Like will in fire. I sound is very prominent in these three words. This is assonance. Again in line 4, I hold with those who favor fire. Here I sound and O sound both are very prominent. This is assonance. Again and again in sixth line, I think I know enough of hate. Same I and O sound is repeating. This is assonance. Then we can see consonants also here. Consonance means when a consonant is repeating but sometimes at the beginning or middle or at the end of a line, then that device is called consonance. In line 4, I hold with those who favor fire. The D sound is repeating with TH. This is consonance. Now with this we come to an end of this poem. I hope you all have understood the meaning of the poem, all the literary devices used here. If you all have any kind of query, you can contact me. Thank you, children.